Hi, my name is Parag. In last video, I talked about what coaching is, and today I wanted to go over, why um, I turned to coaching. Um, you know, so a few years back, I was in a situation where I didn't know what really to do. I was feeling really stuck and completely disconnected from my life in all aspects, really, mental health, relationship, work. And I didn't know exactly what was happening. I couldn't figure out what aspect is impacting other aspect in my life. And, of course, there are friends and family that you usually turn into in these situations, right? I did that, and of course, they were good at consoling, understanding, and whatnot, but I wasn't making any progress. And like years were passing by, and I was getting more and more frustrated, more and more disconnected, and disinterested in life in general. And that's when I thought, I recognized that I needed help, and I didn't know whether, I needed therapist, I needed coach, or couldn't figure that out. But I thought anyway, there are a lot of coaches out there, and everybody's was offering, or most of the people are offering, free consulting call. So there was nothing to lose, and let me go ahead and try. And then I tried few coaches, and I got good vibe from one particular coach that I thought was able to understand me better than other people. And I thought of going ahead with that coach. And it completely transformed my life because first thing coach did was is um, you know, got me the clarity about what is really happening here and why it was happening. Because, for me, I just didn't know that, in spite of people who may be looking from outside in, they might have seen my life as a really great life, but internally I'm feeling empty and stuck, and I just couldn't get, what was happening, right? And it's not that coach knew a lot about my life or something like that, right? But they were able to ask me really powerful questions that brought that clarity inside me and made me understand whatever I'm feeling, what is the reason for that? How my core values, beliefs, all my upbringing was playing a role into that, where I was in my life right now, and what is that I am really looking for, and how we can get there, right? So that was life changing for me. It really improved, you know, quality of my life in all the aspects. Like my mental health improved, my physical health improved. I got into really good habits, and it helped me increase or improve relationship with my wife and my daughter tremendously. It gave me clarity in like what exactly that I'm looking for from life and from my career going forward, and how I can align or realign my life or design my life to align with those goals. And while I was experiencing this, I also realized that how powerful this thing is. And there are a lot of people of our age, people who are in like, 40s and 50s, they go through similar experiences. but they don't ask for help. They think that, yeah, after coming to this stage of their life, that's how the life is. Or how could somebody else help us who doesn't know about, you know, us at all? If our friends and family can't help, how can somebody else, like third person who doesn't know anything about us, help us, right? And they never ask for that help because, if you have not experienced coaching, you wouldn't understand the value of coaching that it would bring to your life. And people keep suffering through this, you know, that life, right? They think it's a normal, and they just stay stuck in where they are and never able to make progress. And that's when I thought, this is something that, based on my experience, I can help people with. And that's when I actually started taking proper coaching training. Went through a lot of podcasts, a lot of books, talked to a lot of people who have been doing coaching for really, really long time. So you will see influence of many great coaches in my work when I work with you. So, that's why I kind of, turned to um, my coaches, and then it made me realize that coaching is something which best suits me as well. And that is something where I can help people with as well, right? One of the thing I keep talking about, one of the like main part of my coaching is also life and career alignment, right? And I use this framework myself. There is a Sparkitect framework from Jonathan Field. There is another framework from a couple of professors from, I believe, Harvard. It's called Designing Your Life. And employing those frameworks, I was able to figure out, what kind of profession or what kind of work will put me in a flow, or um, basically I'll feel passionate about to do that work, right? Because by nature I am very helping person. I like to help people to live that good life, and coaching kind of fit right into it as a very natural fit as a career choice. um, and that's why I started coaching. So you can say that I'm actually genuinely coming from that passion, because I like helping people. Somewhere I knew it, but I still had to take help of these frameworks to really understand why behind it. Like, why do I really like this kind of work? What is the DNA that I have within me that makes me like this kind of work? As well as, there are things in my DNA that makes me not like certain kind of work, or it kind of, it's not that I cannot do it, I can do it, but it's going to feel very heavy for me, right? So understanding that knowledge kind of, helped me make better choices about my career in general. And a lot of people don't really realize it when they are in job, where they feel some part of the job very heavy versus some part of the job they enjoy. But so these frameworks and everything that I learned are like very powerful. um, so if you're somebody who is on fence about coaching, right, but somewhere you're feeling that you do need that help. And I can understand, like, you're afraid of trying something new or something, but it's okay. There is a free 30-minute call that most coaches offer. I offer the same. And if you feel like if you're curious or if you want to at least try it out, reach out to me. You'll find information in the description of this video, and then we can talk, and then I can explain you more about coaching and if we can work together.